Hey, how's it going out there? So, we're gonna look at the Cyborg and see it in action. We're gonna try it out in a couple games. But first, I'd like to go back in time and show you what I was using. So here we have my deluxe keypad. Now this is a relatively decent system. You have your WASD in a nice highlighted red so you can see them. You have most of your other keys, although they're not in the same places. Your Z's directly underneath your A, and so isn't your K. It's not where K is normally on a keyboard. And why is H way down there? V, well, yeah, V is supposed to be down here, not that far down. So, although it works, there are some limitations to it. Now these big red buttons on the sides here, these are your spaces. So that works out nice. Your thumb's right on it, even with this hand. So let's see what it looks like in a game. So here we are in Minecraft. Ooh, and we can move around. Fine. I can jump. I have the ability to fly in this one, so I can double jump and fly. You know, if I want to crouch, I have to reach over to the control. And if I want to run, I got to reach down to the shift, which is down here. So obviously I'm taking my finger off of the A to do all those things. And all my thumb does is jump. Now, I mean, I could hit the Alt key on it, but Alt key doesn't do anything. Obviously, you could remap this, but I don't want to do that. So this is what I was playing with. For the longest time, you know, I've got the E key to bring up my inventory. I got the Q key to throw something away. You know, if I want to just throw what I'm holding away. All those are right there, and for the most part, it works good. But I wanted something more. And well, that's why I went with the Cyborg. So now let's take a look at what the Cyborg is like. So here's the Cyborg. Quite a bit different. We have lots of buttons on it. Not only do you have all these buttons down here, but you have buttons up underneath here even. And those are all going to come in handy. I'm not going to use them all in Minecraft, but other games, I could see easily using them. So, we have software for it. This is the software they give you at the present time. It's called, I'm guessing, Rewasd. It's REWASD. This software is made so that you can reconfigure just about anything. As you can see, there are 27 buttons on here. Now that doesn't include your joystick and your five button hat. All this is programmable with whatever you want. The version of the software they give you is the very bare minimum of the software. So although you can map the keys, you can't do things like a combo or, in some of the other cases, doing like a macro. You're not allowed that stuff in this version. Now you can purchase that version if you want, but for this is good enough. So what we have here is I've mapped my left shift, my space, and my control all to this. And then, of course, we got W, A, D, and S is on the back button behind W. Now I've also added A and D to these keys as well. So when I'm pulling back for the S, I can also pull back for the A and the D. So you can multiple keys can do the same thing. And over here I've just mapped E and F. I've mapped my Q in the tab here. And way up here on the upper button, I mapped my escape so I could go into the escape menu without having to take my hand off the mouse even. So this is all stuff that you get, and it works real nice. So I placed my hand in here, and I adjusted this to fit the way I feel it fits best for me. After using it for a while, I may change things up. But for now, this is the way I like it. And I can hit the keys pretty readily. And if I go back to the software, you see that as I press the keys, it tells me what I'm pressing and if there's anything mapped to it. Some of the keys I didn't map because I'm not using it right now. But it works. So, what does this look like in the game? Well, let's go over to the game. So at this time, I do not have it turned on, so as I hit keys, it's not going to do anything. What I need to do is I have to turn it on for this game, and we'll talk more about that later. So we turn remap on, and we're using my Minecraft config. So now I can go back to the game, and that's my E key. And I can move all around. Jump. I just lift my finger up on the joystick. To crouch, I push down. To move faster, I push forward. I've thought about switching this over to the hat here. That might work better, but I'm working with this right now. So if I want to fly, I double jump. Double jump again to drop. So I can do all my moving around, bring up my menus, bring up the tab, throw whatever's in my hand away. All that stuff's available to me. And I'm barely moving my fingers. And having my thumb be able to not only give me my jump, but my run and my crouch is great. Now, I mean, I can, like I said, I can fly by double clicking, and I can run and flying. So I can do that real fast. I think this is going to work out real good. This is a basic game. There's not a lot to it. There's not a lot of keys I want to use. And like I said, escape menu. Just go up there. And you can see how much I'm moving my fingers for this stuff. Very little. My palm doesn't move at all. It's all in the fingers. I don't have to stretch or anything. And like I said, it'd be easy enough to map any of these keys any other way. I could turn this into a complete movement if I wanted to. Instead of having this jump, have this be, have that D, have that to A, have that S, that W. And I could just move completely around with this, but I still like the keys. So, the idea here is I'm going to use this for a while and try other games. I have mapped it to another one of the games that I like to play. Got to shut my door. I play a game called Satisfactory, and I've already set up a basic configuration for Satisfactory. And I will show that the next time. This video is hopefully not going to be as long. Just giving you a general idea of what you can do. Open chests. I'll hit E to close. So you're getting a general idea. And like I said, left, right. I do with... You can always hit keys by accident too. And that's part of the adjustments. I've actually adjusted this up a little higher so I'm less likely to hit it. And I'm already thinking I might use these for some other stuff. These keys back here. I don't have them mapped to anything, but it's easy enough to do. Same as I can map this to something. Now, you do have to remember what you've mapped things to. But threw my sword. Where'd I throw it? Where'd it go? Anyways, I know where it went. Let's get down here. Don't need to swim. Let's go down here. It's in one of my chests. There you are. So that's your basic understanding of it. Join me for my next video as we try out more extensive key maps on the Cyborg. See you then.